The Luminous Road. 1. The world of Elisera. In the world of Elisera, light was more than illumination. It was life's currency. The continent floated in an ocean of mist known as the Veil Sea, where islands drifted like lanterns above endless white. Each island shimmered with a faint glow, sustained by veins of lume crystal, mineralized light that pulsed beneath the soil. The skies were in perpetual twilight, neither day nor night, and great creatures called skylers swam lazily through the air, their translucent fins scattering color like rainbows across the horizon. Travel between islands required light paths, luminous bridges that formed only when two sources of light harmonized in frequency. Few dared to walk them. The wrong vibration could make the bridge dissolve, dropping travelers into the Veil Sea below, a place where time itself was said to slow to nothing. 2. The traveler, Kel Oren, a cartographer of forgotten light, had been chasing a dream for years. The Vault, a mythical island said to contain the first light, the origin of all illumination in Elisera. Legends whispered that it could rekindle dying suns or erase shadow from one's heart. But Kel's pursuit was not the glory. His sister, Lyra, lay in the Temple of Dimming, her body slowly fading into translucence, her soul devoured by a shadow sickness that no light could cure. Kel's maps filled his satchel, glowing vellum etched with shimmering ink, but none showed the Vault. He believed the key lay within the Mirrored Lands, a dangerous region where reflection and reality traded places. The journey begins. He set out from Solmare, the city of glass towers and singing wind chimes, where light was measured and sold by tone. As he crossed the first light path, his boots hummed softly against the crystalline surface. Beneath him, the Veil Sea pulsed with faint silver currents. At his side hung a compass unlike any other, a heliocompass, its needle drawn not by magnetism, but by resonance with truth. It vibrated faintly, pointing always toward the brightest lie or the dimmest truth, depending on the traveler's heart. 4. The first obstacle, the Shattered Isles. His first trial came among the Shattered Isles, where light fractured into endless spectrums. Here, storms of prismatic energy shredded the air, and shards of color sliced through sails and skin alike. Kel sought refuge within a cave of amethyst, where he met a creature of pure refraction, a prism wraith, whose body shimmered like broken glass. Traveler of lines, it hissed, its voice splintering in echo. You seek the origin of light, yet carry shadow behind your eyes. Kel offered it a sliver of his map, a memory transcribed in ink, in exchange for safe passage. The wraith accepted, consuming a fragment of his past. When he emerged, he realized he could no longer remember his mother's face. The second obstacle, the Hollow Pilgrims crossing into the Hollow Archipelago. Kel encountered the Pilgrims of the Silent Sun, monks who had blinded themselves to see inner radiance. Their leader, Abbess Veora, demanded Kel surrender his compass, for only the faithless need direction. Kel hesitated. The compass was his only link to truth. Yet he saw that the monks moved through darkness with serenity, their steps guided by song. In a moment of humility, he gave the compass away. For 3 days he wandered blindfolded among them, learning their song of stillness, a rhythm that allowed one to hear the path of light. When he finally removed the cloth, the world burned brighter, not to his eyes, but within him. He reclaimed his compass, now faintly humming in harmony with his pulse. The third obstacle, the Mirror Verge. At last he reached the Mirror Verge, where the world inverted. The sky was beneath his feet, and the sea above shimmered like a second world waiting to fall. Reflections walked independently here, echo selves shaped by doubt and desire. Kel's reflection stepped out of the mirrored sea, identical in form, but colder in gaze. You seek light to save her, it whispered, but you fear she'll fade because of you. You map the world to avoid mapping your guilt. The reflection attacked, not with blade, but with memory. Every regret, every failure unfolded before Kel's eyes. He nearly fell into despair until he recalled the monk's song. The rhythm steadied him. He reached out, embracing his mirror self instead of destroying it. Both forms merged,
their lights fusing into one, shadow and luminescence entwined.
7. Revelation at the Aura Vault. Beyond the verge lay the Aura Vault, not an island, but a vast crystalline heart suspended in the mist, radiating pure, pulsing brilliance. Kale approached, expecting a temple or treasure, but found only stillness and his sister's voice. "Kale," whispered Lyra, her form shimmering within the crystal. "The first light was never lost. You are its bearer. Each map you drew, each song you learned, you carried fragments of it all along." The realization struck like dawn. Elisera's light was born from connection. Every island, every bridge, every being was part of a single pulse, fractured by fear, dimmed by forgetting. Kale touched the crystal, releasing the merged glow within his chest. It surged outward, reconnecting the islands with radiant veins. The Veil Seed blazed into color for the first time in millennia. And Lyra awoke. Epilogue, the new cartographer. Years later, Kale's maps no longer charted geography. They charted hearts. The light paths no longer appeared between islands, but between people. Elisera flourished in shared luminance, and Kale, once a seeker of light, became its guardian. He often told students, "But brightest journeys are those that return inward." And at night, when the Skylore sang across the twilight, his compass lay still, perfectly at peace.